Presidential Affairs in Juba.
We discussed in particular the need for achievement of formation and deployment of the necessary unified forces. I said, as I've said before, that those who obstruct making progress in this regard are harming the interests of the South Sudanese people. And if people didn't understand on April 14th why this country needs a single military, everybody should understand that, given the events since April 15th north of the border. Nobody can look at the situation in Sudan today and not recognize that South Sudan, like every country, needs a single army.
Last week, Information Minister Michael Makwei said the necessary unified forces will be deployed after the National Legislature approves the 2023-2024 fiscal budget. Between August and November 2022, the unity government graduated 53,000 as per the 2018 peace agreement security arrangements. Phase 2 of the security arrangement, which calls for cantonment training and graduation of the remaining part of the 83,000 forces, was supposed to kick off immediately after the end of Phase 1. The unification and redeployment of the forces should have taken place within 6 months of the pre-transitional period from the signing of the peace agreement in 2018. But it has since been delayed over the alleged lack of firearms and the arms embargo imposed on the country. The Archbishop of the Episcopal Church of South Sudan has condemned the closure of Longbar Parish and harassment of the priests in Bor of Jonglei State. Primate Justin Badiarama has accused some community leaders and chiefs, mainly from Makwach Payam, of being behind the incidents. He told the media this morning that the area's local leaders mobilized armed youth to forcefully close the churches that are loyal to the Episcopal Church administration. According to religious leaders, the armed youth sealed the St. Peter Parish under the watch of the state government.
The current torture of priests and the closure of the church by the chiefs, community leaders and youths in Bor. It is now over 3 years that the ECS leaders have continued to be humiliated, tortured and restricted to move and worship freely by the youths and the local authorities in Bor town.
Yesterday, Jonglei State Police Commissioner warned youth and chiefs of the Makwach area against the closure of the Longbar Episcopal Church in Bor, saying it risks further conflict. Major General Elia Costa said a group of youth and chiefs closed the church on Saturday without stating any interventions from the state law enforcement agents.
The Makwach case is still under investigation, but there is another development which happened. That is last Saturday, the use of Makwach plus the chiefs of Makwach and other intellectuals, they came with the decision that the church of Lang was to be closed. So they mobilized themselves there with the chiefs. They came and closed the church. So that is what happened after the incident of the last Sunday. It will not be the solution, because the other side also will react, but it needs people to sit down, then they find out the solution which will be acceptable by the two parties. The government said and they intervene to that issue, but still the negotiation is going on.
According to clergy body, the church administration is displeased with the failure of the government to protect the churches in Bor and called on the authorities to issue an order for the church to be reopened.
The ECS leadership is displeased with the failure of the government not giving equal right and protection to ECS like the other church in Bor town. Today, in the name of the Almighty God, we call upon the government to immediately give orders for our church in Bor to be open for worship as soon as possible, and give freedom to all ECS bishops, clergy, and faithful move and operate freely